We like to think about different categories based on either the customers who make use of the product or service, or the way the product or service is developed. So one of those categories that we like to think about is software, more particularly software as a service, where people consume on a monthly or an annual basis and they get billed on a similar time frame. We also like to think of or enjoy keeping our eyes on marketplaces, where a platform is created and two sides of the market can be brought together, often suppliers on one side, consumers on the other side. We think those marketplaces are very valuable, even though it takes a lot of time to perhaps get an eBay off the ground. If you are known as the person or the provider of an auction platform, it's very, very difficult to displace, because who can remember the number 2 auction platform in the world? As for the hot technologies of 2017, I was at a conference just a few weeks ago in Silicon Valley where I was chatting with a number of other investors and venture capitalists, and these were the 4 categories that I heard. Artificial intelligence, where a computer has great programming that allows it to mimic the mind of a human. So artificial intelligence and machine learning is the ability for a computer program to adjust and learn over time so it doesn't make the same mistake twice. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more of that in 2017. The second thing we're going to be hearing more of is IoT, the Internet of Things. There are more and more devices that are being connected to the internet, that are being addressable via an IP address, and I think more of these devices, more sensors, more of these devices, whether it's a Fitbit or whatnot, will allow for the collection of data that people will be doing all sorts of analysis on. I think the third thing which is associated with the IoT, the Internet of Things, is what's called mesh architecture. So even when you go into your car now, your mobile phone connects with the Apple Play or the Android equivalent, and we're seeing these micro networks of interconnected devices taking place. I really believe that that is going to be a big area of growth in 2017. And the last one is augmented or virtual reality. I think many of us last year got a sense of the augmented reality when we saw people walking around the streets looking at their mobile phones thanks to Pokemon Go. Of course, that craze only lasted a couple of months, but I think that showed the power of how technology could be used by people for entertainment. Now, I think in 2017 we'll see more people using that augmented reality for commercial applications, perhaps being able to walk me through a shopping centre, walk me through an airport, help me find the gate, and then associated with that augmented reality where digital image is superimposed on an existing image that you see through the camera, i.e. a building or an opera house or whatnot, is virtual reality. Virtual reality, we've heard about things like the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift production version is going to be coming on tap in 2017. I had a play with one last week, and the resolution, the gaming applications, the ability to immerse yourself in another world thanks to virtual reality, I think will become very real in 2017. So if you're an investor, if you're wanting to at least learn a little bit more about these trends, I think they could serve your investment decisions well.